Hello and welcome back to Hulu's Tell Me Lies official podcast. I'm your host, Stassi Schroeder. Each week, I'll be breaking down episodes. I've said this a million times, okay? Sharing behind-the-scenes stories, playing games, and sipping tea with the cast and crew of Season 3 of Tell Me Lies, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. And this week, we have Grace Van Patten again and Costa D'Angelo, who plays Alex. So we'll talk about everything happening between Lucy and Alex and where they're at in episode 6. And later, lead singer of CHVRCHES and fellow Tell Me Lies fan, Lauren Mayberry, is here to fan out with me. But first, just in case you haven't watched, here's a recap of this week's episode. Steven anonymously sent those freshman year photos of Diana to her parents, but she totally knows it was him. Worst case scenario. There's a goth Valentine's Day party and Chris confronts Pippa about their past. The freshman that Steven's been flirting with, Tegan, meets the group and it's more than slightly awkward. And even though Bree invited Alex to be Lucy's date, it only makes Lucy more nervous. The squad spills what they really think of one another in a painful game of Paranoia. I thought games were supposed to be fun, but it sparks a tense moment between Bree and Wrigley. And Wrigley and Evan both remind her that she's actually dating him.
Why am I the one that you're talking to about all of this?
Lucy gets Alex to stop being too nice to her by taking him to Max's bar and putting on a show. Bree, meanwhile, goes looking for Oliver but finds Marianne and tells her that Amanda's underage. Marianne has some tragic things to say about it all, and Bree heads to Wrigley's to vent. She waits for him outside in the wee morning hours, and oh my God, they finally kiss. Welcome back.
I'm still here. I haven't
Grace,
left since episode 4.
You haven't? No,
I've just been on this.
You've just been here. Have you just been like
Just got here.
hauled up like this?
Yeah,
So,
just waiting.
I also
good.
didn't know you were Australian.
Yeah, I'm an Aussie. I'm Australian.
Look,
It's
you're
cool.
just such like a lovable Australian
yeah,
right
I
now.
know, right? Yeah, we're pretty good. We do
Okay,
all right.
well then let's play some icebreakers. Okay. In this episode, in episode 6, you guys play the
Yeah.
Paranoia game.
Right.
Which, like, what a fucking dumb idea.
Well, I'm not there. I'm selling
Yeah, you're
drugs.
not there.
I'm going.
That's true, you were
I'm
selling
working.
drugs.
I'm working. I
Yeah.
don't know what they're up to.
Yeah.
That's true. You didn't miss out. You dodged a bullet.
Good.
I
No,
will say.
Steven's new girlfriend, Tegan, comes in and she's like, Paranoia. And I was waiting for someone to just
be
stand
like,
up and be like,
"Shut up."
this is a really dumb idea. Get the fuck out of here.
I know this group doesn't get it though.
Never
No.
learn.
They kind of want it. It's like,
Masochists.
yes, they're masochists.
All of you.
Yep.
So this is a knockoff version of Paranoia.
Oh,
okay.
no.
So who in the Tell Me Lies cast, so like all of you guys, is most likely to ad-lib a line?
Ooh, it's got to be Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Jackson.
Does he do it a lot?
Probably Jackson.
Well, the few moments I had with him, he was ad-libbing and it made me nervous. And I said, well, I said, stop. Stop doing that. no, he's great.
yeah, I would say Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to like really know your character.
And for Alex and Stephen, I feel like that works because they're kind of in those moments jabbing at each other
The
that we
tension.
see. So it was kind of just poking a little bit, which was great, and I think it's makes
Yeah.
No,
it
I love
sick.
that. See, you're explaining this to a non-actor.
Yeah.
I don't know how movie sets, TV sets, I don't know how that works. So like, if I were to go on stage, is it called stage?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you
be.
like. You could call it
Okay.
whatever you
You
like.
act anywhere.
I wouldn't know that if I was allowed to. And then if I got away with ad-libbing once, I'd do it the whole freaking
Wait,
time.
this is opening up. I have so many questions to ask you about Vanderpump Rules. I'll save it for the end.
We'll
I
say
can't
fu-
ask you on here. Okay,
You
I'll
can
save
ask. Is there one in particular?
Well, I was just like, do you have to do things again if they like it and they're like, do you have to go confront people?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, so you know what to do.
But you'll never know which scenes.
What it is.
I'll never give away which ones
Okay.
have been
There you
redone
go.
because I like to keep the magic of TV alive.
Okay, well then you're an actual genius then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big compliment.
Most likely to break character and laugh in a scene.
That happens to me.
Does
for
it?
sure.
Oh, we had a few.
We had a
Yeah,
few.
we had a few moments. Do
Yeah.
you remember on the bed and those two little the
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
mics? and then I opened the door on you, and then there's been moments where there was one in particular scene. I had to open the door for Grace, but she didn't even knock yet. I was just so ready to open the door. I opened it, and it was hilarious.
I was
and
like,
then
I didn't knock. How did you know I was here?
And every time I opened the door for every take, I couldn't look at her. I had to like look through her.
Know.
Wait, now I need to know which scene that is, so that when we're all watching it, we're like, oh, it's that one. They were laughing.
You'd see like a little half.
Yeah, there's always
smirk,
a little smirk there. There's a few dramatic door openings on my behalf throughout the season.
I knocked on his door.
Actually, this whole season, all you do is knock on his door.
And I'm like, oh my God, come in, I guess.
It's so true. I'm really
Who's most likely to prank the cast?
Oh.
Do you guys do that?
I'm kind of known for all my little gadgets and I didn't get you, but I have electric everything. I have like shock pens, shock lighters, shock.
Do you find that on Facebook Marketplace?
What are you doing?
Call back, watch episode 4, come in the podcast to see. But this season, it was so dark. I feel like everyone was
just, yeah, this is so sad.
Wait,
everyone was so sad.
That's a question I want to know. Like, because the story is so, a lot of it is so dark this season.
Yeah.
Does that change the vibes on set when it's like that?
It
depends on the day and what coverage you're about to do, and I feel like we keep it pretty fun. I think
we do.
And
it's such a good group.
Yeah, and everyone's pretty chill, and it's just if there's a moment before a scene and certain actors you need to lock in and go through your process, and that's up to you. But throughout the most of the day, there's no room for. It's a lot of collaborating and talking and how we're going to do this and shoot this, and it's keep it light.
So there's no room to be depressed.
Yeah,
there's too much going on.
Yeah. We all love hanging out with each other.
Yeah, it's fun.
So
you don't have
sometimes it's like harder to get into it than like, like, oh shit,
because we're giggling
really
beforehand, like
sad and angry at you right now.
Okay. Well then, because you know what, I'm not even gonna fucking ask this last one then, because you're already on the subject of this. What is it like having a new person come in? Like, did you haze him? Were you scared?
Oh, did you?
That's a good question. Did I hate him? Well, no, I love a newcomer, fresh blood. No, it's always exciting, and I thought the role of Alex was such a good part, and I was we did a chemistry read. He was so great. I was so excited to see what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
And I really, it's a fucked up relationship, but I was like, it's really good, and it's has a lot to say. So I was super, super excited.
Did everybody else feel the same way? Because you guys are such a tight-knit group. Are they like,
we're not exclusive.
You're not.
It's not exclusive.
That's great.
I mean, I won't speak for you.
Yeah, good. No,
what was your
I've got
feeling?
some
Did you
tea.
feel
No,
welcome when you came in?
Yeah, of course. I was obviously nervous coming in. It was, this is my first kind of moment on a big stage over like Tell Me Lies, and I think something that broke the ice really nicely is I came over here and it was my birthday, and they got me a cake. We went to dinner, and that was nice. That was.
Oh, that is nice. Where'd you go?
Where'd we go? Some sushi place.
It was in Toronto where we shot it.
Okay.
So that was just a kind of nice moment. We all had caught up and got to speak to everyone and sit down, and everyone's so welcoming. They're all fun. I felt the love honestly from day one.
When did you guys wrap?
Like 2 months ago.
Yeah,
that's not that long, Grace.
Yeah, but
the way that you guys are talking about it, I'm literally like, they shot this 2 years ago.
The good old days.
I know,
back
but
in the day.
You're shooting out of order. You don't necessarily know.
And there's so much happening this season.
And it's so condensed within we shot for over 4 months.
Yeah,
was it?
yeah.
And you're kind of going all over the place, and then you have to think about something so hard for 4 months, and then it just kind of.
And this stuff is so dark, you want to get it out of your head as soon as possible. It's like as soon as it's over, it's like go listen to some music and have a shower and
Yeah, no, I have a lot of dark questions.
Yeah.
Well, just to me, I think this one's one's easy. Like, what did you think of Alex when you first read the script? I could ask both of you this.
Yeah. Well, it's super interesting because my first time ever reading anything of any scripts was my audition, and that was like. This character was not me on paper. He looks like he could kill you, and he's like, this really intimidating guy, and you try and do that, but it was so kind of far from me. And then I just said I had to bring my own kind of flavor to him. I'm gonna just be myself. But I think Megan, our showrunner, who's just incredible, saw that and kind of said he's brought his own thing, and let's see where we can go from there. So reading it, I thought he was just kind of really rude and an asshole at first, and he was like the worst guy ever, and he was just obsessed with Lucy, but. as the season goes on and you read, he's like a really tragic character, and he's really heartbroken, and he finds something in Lucy that really heals a part of himself from when he was a kid.
Grace, what do you think then? Because you've had a history of like shitty boyfriends. Not you.
No, Lucy.
Not you. Lucy.
I mean,
Why do you think then you were drawn to Alex? Because at first he seems just like a shitty, scary drug dealing dude.
which is Lucy's type. Yeah, scary.
Is that just like what you were just like, let me just go do what I know?
He's all right, yeah.
No, I think it's a completely different relationship than what we've seen with Lucy before. I think Lucy, the first 2 seasons, is so desperate to be like loved by somebody and taken care of, and like desperation to connect, and like Lucy and Alex were kind of like dealing with their own trauma separately but together.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they were kind of a vessel for them. It was like this relationship, whatever it was like a way for them to both work things out for themselves, and they felt safe enough to do it with each other.
Yeah.
And it's so it's so
Until
sad.
it doesn't, and like they take it too far.
They
and,
take it too
you know,
far.
And
Yep.
yeah, like you can't get away. You can only bandage something like that for so long until, you know.
And nothing like that is sustainable.
Yeah, of course.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, and I feel like by that you mean the crazy sex scenes.
Yeah.
Like when you were reading the script, were you like, we have to do what?
Yeah, I guess the genius of Megan though is that especially for Alex and Lucy, it's every sex scene like that. It's always a continuation of where they are mentally and physically. It's not just these 2 young people having sex. It's literally everything that they can't express through their words or through anything coming out. And like that's literally, you know, it's very sad, but it's written and done brilliantly by
No,
Megan.
it's so true.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never seen anything like that on TV.
Yeah.
Like it's
No.
very shocking.
And it's honest, but it treats it in like a really delicate way, but you know, it doesn't shy away from, you know, the truth of what's going on there.
Do you think there was anything healthy about your character's relationship?
This feels like, oh my God, I haven't thought about this in so long.
I know, me neither. I mean, I don't think it was necessarily unhealthy. It's not a relationship, so it's like hard to be like these people weren't expecting anything out of each other, which I think.
And you reeled me in.
And that and it's so sad because it's like Lucy didn't accept his care when he started giving it to her, and I think we accept the love we think we deserve.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? And that's what it is. I think Lucy doesn't think she deserves thought and care and a loving relationship because she's not used to it, and she's made horrible decisions, and I think she was probably deep down, how could anyone ever love me? And that's why she keeps going back to Steven, because he does accept the horrible parts about her that
Except
nobody
he
else
doesn't,
does.
'cause he does.
He uses them against her.
I feel like I'm defending you, and I have to remind myself, like, you're okay. You're not Lucy. Yeah. Well, why do you think that? Because Alex is the only one that Lucy admits to that she's not okay.
Yeah.
So, like, you have your best friends, and you have even Steven, who you would think you would admit that to because you do have that closeness. Why do you think your character felt so comfortable with Alex to admit that?
I think because of his vulnerability, it was like, I don't think Lucy has ever been met with vulnerability. So to like feel that, it like gave her permission to do the same.
Yeah.
And I think she also reached a point where she couldn't put up that facade anymore. And she had been emotional with him before, and like, or at least just honest.
Yeah.
Like, and so I think she finally just,
I feel like
it was this release.
Yeah, Alex and Lucy, I feel like they're the only 2 characters like that that don't lie to each other for at least for a while. Like there's Alex, they're just trauma bonded in a way, and Alex doesn't recognize that until later on, and then when he does, it's too late. Like he's so like intoxicated by Lucy, and then that's why it hurts so much, and that's why we see what happens in these episodes, in episode 6 and later on. But yeah, there's an honesty there, you know.
Before you guys do those just in really intense scenes, like, do you have something you do to prepare that day?
I don't think you can prepare for
No,
things
it's
like
crazy.
that. It's such a crazy thing we have to do that it's like, I mean, it's just another day at work.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
and
really
especially
what it is. It sounds crazy to say that,
Yeah.
but like we have to do crazy things, say crazy things, and it's the same as, you know, doing any other scene. It's a little more exposing, but in terms of the way we think about it and approach it, it's just like any other scene.
Really? So like the day before, let's say the day before you have a really hard scene to film and someone's
Yeah.
like, it's my birthday, can you come? You're like, no.
Probably not.
Have you ever used this as an excuse? No, sorry, have a really emotionally charged scene tomorrow.
Oh, it's a good excuse. I think I will. That's
I
good.
actually find that when I'm tired, it's easier for me to be emotional.
Yeah.
It's like babies.
Kinda
It's
like when I'm
it's
drunk.
like being cranky. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like when you're more raw, whether that's being drunk or being tired or being cranky, whatever. It's like your emotions are here because
Yeah.
you don't have the wherewithal to
Yeah.
like contain them or whatever. So it's like,
And it's
you know.
also good, take your mind off it the night before, because there's moments like that I
Yeah.
saw leading up to the script, and it's those big days in your calendar. It's like you circle that in your calendar, and I had all my scenes with you like that. So
Yeah.
you're going to be thinking about that all night, at least I was. So it's like good to kind of get away from it, take your mind off things, and then you worry on the day, you've done the work, you just let it all go. It's there, you trust it. And I trust Grace. She's like the best dance partner. So it's like, it's always, you never feel
Yeah.
lost, or there's always someone there, you know?
That's so true.
Yeah.
It's really sweet. Well, then what do you do to like decompress? I would imagine when you're like doing that, you can't just be like, okay, it's cut, it's over, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Yeah, it's tough, you know. I'm a music person. I like listening to music. Little
Yeah,
bit of
me
Gunna
too.
Future. Just
Does it
get-
stick with you? Do you listen to depressing music
No,
to just
well,
like feel the vibes?
This is great because
Right.
I
like
have
lean into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got an Alex playlist, and I'm like, that's kind of how I like to work. I might post it one day. I don't know.
Oh,
it's
you
good. It's
should
great. It's so
post
good. I'll post it. Get enough comments. But my Costa playlist is the complete opposite to Alex. So I listen to that, and it's you might hear my trailer just jumping music, Gunna Future. So it's very different to
Yeah.
Alex. Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't figured out how to decompress.
Are you still stressed?
I'm like, it's been 2 months. You're like, that was
You're like, it's been-
yesterday.
It's been forever. 2 months is not a long time.
I've said this before, but like I always think I'm really good at it. I always think that I'm really good at separating it, and I don't need to like wind my way out of it. And then without fail, after every job, I'm like, why do I feel so weird?
Yeah.
So I'm like in the process of like learning how to like slowly shed. But after like living with Lucy and being really unfortunately comfortable playing her,
Yeah.
and kind of know what to expect, it's just easier, a little bit easier for me after 4 years to like switch it on and off.
Yeah.
But it's still,
And it's
you know.
you've been with it back like for years. Like that's a thing. You know,
Yeah.
you can't, and you're never gonna just let it go. It's always there. It's a part of it. You know.
it's there.
Yeah. Whatever quality that is.
What is your favorite thing about your character, about Alex?
I feel like he doesn't lie, and he's honest. And he has a rule book. He plays like in his life. He kind of does things to protect himself, and he's got these rules that he doesn't break until he meets Lucy, obviously. But he's an honest man. I don't think he lies about anything. And from where he came from, he hasn't got room to lie and lead people on. He's got to be upfront. And you know, even he meets Pippa and Wrigley, and he's like, they're not real names. Like, who names their child? Like, what is this? Like, he
Yeah.
just says things how it is.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a quality I'd like, and I wish I had a bit more of. I feel like, you know. But
What's your favorite thing about Lucy?
I appreciate
Okay.
like who she wants to be and who she attempts to be, like a great friend, whatever that is, but just doesn't know how yet. Like, at least she has that. She's not like messing up all these relationships and moving on to next ones to hurt. She's like sticking with these friendships because I think deep down she knows those are the most valuable ones. So I would say that. I think like, but like I can't say she's loyal. I can't say she's like all these words.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wait, she's done that. But
she's also so young and like a
she's so
child.
young.
Like we're all young in this, and you know, it's our first time through life and in college, especially.
Yeah, you don't know who you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
There was one scene that you guys did. It made me feel so bad for Max, okay? It was
poor
after
Max.
the like Valentine's, the Gothic Valentine's, and you want another drink, and Grace wants to just go home with you, and then you guys, she's just like shit-faced already. So she's
Yeah.
like, okay, fine, we'll go get another drink. And you go into Max's bar, and you're just
Make a
hitting on
fool out
him,
of
and you
myself.
stand
Yeah.
and are just waiting and protecting. How was that the
Yeah.
whole scene?
Well, even leading up to it, I know Alex says let's go grab another drink and let's do that, but he's really just trying to get her out of the party. He doesn't want to drink necessarily. He just kind of wants to get her away from everything. And
Yeah.
you know, it's he's kind of probably brought her to the worst spot, the worst possible bar. Say Max. But you know, it's sad, and it's like it's gotten to that point now with we can't control it anymore. Our feelings and all these things are happening, and it's just other people are getting involved, and it's just getting a bit messy. And then Max has to kind of take the brunt of it as well, and it's you know it's hard to watch as Alex. We're like, where does that bring Alex? It you know, for me internally, it's like he's seeing those things, and it brings him back to the people he used to know growing up with, and how they were acting on drugs and drinking, and you know now he's got to feel that for Lucy, and he wants to help her, but he can't, you know.
And Lucy won't allow him to. Like that's like the peak of Alex really trying to maybe talk about what happened, because at this point Alex thinks that Lucy did get sexually assaulted, right? So Lucy's trying to not talk about it because it's not true, and Alex is trying to comfort Lucy, and Lucy does not want anything to do with that out of shame and out of just that's not what their dynamic is. That's not what she wants out of this. And I think that scene really shows the desperation of like, how does Lucy get back to this dynamic that they've established, which is not sweet, it's not caring, it's like, I want you to make me feel bad about myself because that's how I feel. And that's just like it was kind of like the foreplay to what ends up happening later.
You were fucking rough on yourself, Lucy.
Yeah, it was like the last. He can't always protect her. He can't protect everyone, and it's like, and then the walls. It breaks down, and that's what happens when we get back to the apartment, and the truth comes out, and like everything. It's just they turn into like those. Alex becomes a kid again, and he says like, I'm not this.
Yeah.
I'm not a bad person.
No, you're not.
You know, and he's only ever opened up with Lucy, like to anyone. He's never done that besides Lucy. You know, and probably not since he was a child. You know, with Bree, and Lucy's the only person to get that out of him. You know, that he's not a bad person, and that's the biggest fear. That's like the last thing he ever wants to be the people that hurt him when he was growing up, and now he feels like he could become that, and he's afraid of it.
Yeah.
Damn. Deep stuff.
Yeah.
Very deep.
Yeah, really intense.
Like, poor Max. I know it's poor you guys
I
also.
know.
Max.
Max.
We love Max around
He's
here.
the winner.
You know, he's not doing anything wrong.
No,
you
he's
know what I
Ever.
mean? He like
No, he
always
was-
just like does the right
Ever.
thing, and then he gets the short end of the stick, and then at the wedding, you pull that shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, poor Max. He like lasted this long. He lasted 8 years. He made it to the wedding.
He put
Max
up
is a
with
better
that.
man than me.
You know?
He's a
Max
you know?
is there's nothing wrong with him.
No, he's great.
We need to get Max on the pod.
Yeah,
You
Max
do.
Pod.
We need to get Max on the pod, you guys.
You do. Edmund is the best.
Edmund. I love Edmund.
is
Let's get him on.
so great. He's the best.
He's the man.
When you were playing that game of, not you, Lucy, it's so hard. It's
I
so
know.
hard to like, you know, especially just asking you guys these fucking questions.
I'm
just like, I
sure.
just want to just
So
be like,
weird.
Lucy, Alex, whatever.
You can call me Lucy.
It's just like easy.
I'll be Lucy for this.
Oh yeah.
When y'all were playing the Paranoia game, Evan said that your character, Lucy, was the one.
Most likely to secretly hate themselves.
Do you think that was true, or do you think that he was just like picking on you?
I think he was probably, it was a little dagger, but is he wrong? I don't. Out of all of those people, I think he hit a nerve for Lucy in that moment in time. I think Lucy, in episode 6, I mean, for most of the season, is not happy with herself.
Yeah.
And that's why she's craving to be, you know, just get that from someone else, get that from other people, because she just doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
No, it's like a sad season.
Yeah, it's
It is
really
really
sad.
Lucy.
Alex, sad for Alex too. It's so sad. Yeah,
It's sad for everyone. It truly is sad for everyone.
It is, and it's like such a combination of all these past years, like the last 2 seasons, and to this, and it is heartbreaking, and that's life. It's just kind of, you know, it doesn't shy away from that. And, yeah, poor old Alex.
Okay, well,
deserves better.
I'll lighten the mood with like one more question that's not depressing.
Okay.
Do you guys play games on set? Because you're always playing games on the show, like Paranoia, slap, whatever. Who slaps? Oh, I've slapped someone. That's embarrassing.
I've seen you slap someone. I'm
I
pretty sure.
literally walked right into that. I was like, who slaps people?
You do.
Do you guys like play games on set?
Yeah, we love a. Did you play Got It with us?
No,
What?
I wasn't invited.
I definitely taught you that.
Oh, you probably did.
It's where you on the count of 3.
Let's play now.
You
Yeah,
say.
teach me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on the count of 3, usually you play with 2 people, but we've made it so you can play with as many people.
Okay.
Oh, great.
But the 2-person game is on the count of 3. You're gonna say a word, the first word you think
Oh
of.
God.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Tree.
Pink.
Okay, so now we have tree and pink. Now you have to try and find the common denominator, those 2
I've played-
words.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
come on.
played
Yeah,
this.
we played this a
Yeah,
million times.
On
So when you
TikTok.
have it, you say got it. And then the first 2 people to get, like if you 2 found the word, you could say got it. And you want to guess the same word as quickly as possible. So pink and tree. Got it.
Okay.
I don't got it.
Okay, I have one.
I got one.
Tree. 3, 2, 1.
Lorax.
Flower. You said what'd you say?
The Lorax.
Lorax. Like from over there.
It's the pig trees in the Lorax, the movie.
yeah.
Come
Fine,
on.
I see it.
See the
Blossom
vision.
and flower. Let's
That's
go with
born-
that.
Yeah.
Ball
Yours is
knowledge.
better than yours.
All right, getting enough of
Blossom
me
and
now.
flower.
All right, blossom flower.
Okay.
So then where do you go from there?
Keep going until you get it right. Should we
So I
see
have
this
to
through?
come up with a word for Lorax, blossom, and flower.
no, let's
ignore
keep it
Lorax.
blossom flower.
Pretend that never
Okay,
happened.
blossom. Okay, I got it.
Got it.
I don't got it.
3, 2, 1. Garden.
Bloom.
I just screamed.
Garden bloom.
Oh, got it.
Got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Flower.
This is the worst game ever.
Guys, we're really not synced up. We're not in sync.
We probably
but you get the point.
I get the point. So you guys play this on set.
yeah.
play it, keeps
yeah,
your mind
it keeps, you know,
going.
it keeps us.
I also have,
I was a bit better on set, by the way. I was a bit more lucky.
Sure.
Yeah. It's been a busy week.
we have,
And we did the puzzles. We made a big puzzle.
oh yeah, we were so into puzzles.
We were
this
locked
season.
in on puzzles as
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
Like we had one. I see what you're thinking. You're like, oh, you guys are old.
Well, no,
That's what you're thinking.
I mean, I personally don't like puzzles, but you do you guys.
No, you know what? I love a puzzle now. Like it actually, yeah, it's,
Fight for your puzzles.
yeah.
Just because I don't like them doesn't
You know what?
mean
Not
you should
everyone
feel
has to like
embarrassed.
them. Yeah, that's true. You just haven't done the right puzzle. So
They're kind of all the same. It's like
Yeah,
you
no,
gotta
you-
find a little piece and make it fit with another, and then I'm like, this is boring.
You're like, now what?
yeah, fair enough. You're not wrong. You know.
So you guys are just game playing.
Also,
puzzle.
my favorite that I ordered years ago. It's been around since season 1. I don't know if it came out to play season 3, but it's called Shock-tato. And basically, it is a little plastic potato with little shockers on it, and you
Yep.
play hot potato, and if it lands on you when you catch it, when
Nope.
the music is done, it shocks you.
Wait, you actually do like electric games and tricks. That's like when you said that earlier,
You're
I
like,
was like,
"Haha, sure."
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what that means, but like you have an electric shock potato.
That's crazy, Grace.
Yeah, I have a Shock-tato
And now I believe everything.
that I say.
Yeah.
Well, you better. You're gonna get shocked.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Y'all were great. After the break, singer and songwriter Lauren Mayberry joins me to talk about the amazing music on Tell Me Lies. Lauren, thank you for being here, and congratulations on 2 songs.
2 songs, yes.
2 songs being on the show, and I'm gonna get to that. But first, I have a question for you. Are you a Swiftie?
I have been known to Swift. I have, yes.
You've been known to Swift.
Yes, I have Swifted around the place a little bit, yes. I did 2 Eras Tour shows.
Oh, okay, no, you are a Swiftie. Why haven't more people started using Swift as a verb? I've been known to Swift.
I've been an annoying tortured poet's truther for like 2 years, so it's nice. Nature is healing. It'll all even out. Yeah.
I know you just like, once you get out of the shower, you just like bop around to Life of a Showgirl, but you just don't tell anyone.
I mean, there's Ophelia's got the great dance. There's many
Do
many
you know
things
the
that
dance?
are. And I'm not much. Come on, I'm not much for the dancing myself.
Keep
but
it 100. What is it?
I know that this, but
Sky. I need to learn it.
and something with the.
Yeah,
yes.
it seems like a lot of work though.
My
okay,
preferred dance mode is lying down crying to Taylor Swift. That's where I'll be doing that, I think.
that feels good too, though. You know,
She can give us both. She is.
she can do it all.
She really can.
Okay, so this week they go to the Gothic Valentine's Day party, and you've described your style as Gothic Powerpuff Girl with big witch energy. Can you break that down for me?
Yes, I think it was especially there was an era of the band where there was a lot of black tulle and tutu type things going on. So yes, and then someone from Powerpuff Girls did do a drawing of me as that and sent it to me, which is very nice. So it's on my fridge in the house. Yeah.
Wait, that's really cool. I was a Powerpuff Girl when I was younger. What was the redhead one? Blossom?
And I wonder what the pipeline from Powerpuff Girl to adult Swiftie is. Probably quite similar.
You're so right. You're so right. But like the dark-haired Powerpuff is the depressing Swiftie.
It is me.
You
yes.
know?
In the Blue Nile. That is
And
I.
then the redheaded Powerpuff, which I'm pretty sure is Blossom. We're Life of a Showgirl,
That makes sense.
you know?
And then Fearless era is the blonde one.
Is the
somewhere in
blonde
middle.
one?
Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Someone write a dissertation on that one. Okay, so you are a huge Tell Me Lies fan.
Yes.
Okay. Which character do you feel like you relate to the most in this show?
I feel like it changes season to season, almost episode to episode. I think season 1, I was like, Lucy, I understand. Mm-hmm. We've all been there. Mm-hmm. That's a tough situation. And then after a point, I was like, well, I've not done that. So I think that's what's great about the show is that, other than Stephen, I feel like there are good parts and bad parts to every character, and that's part of growing up, and that's part of going through those experiences in your life. So unfortunately, I would have to say Lucy for the most part, minus a couple of really shocking things.
No, listen, just because we relate to one the most doesn't mean we have to agree with everything. I personally think I'm a blend of Lucy and Diana.
Oh, I can see that. You take care of business.
Like
I can see
Lucy's
that
not
getting done.
type A enough. She's not OCD enough.
And I feel like Diana was the only one who was able to, so far, as far as I know, was able to
Get away.
best him at his own game. She was like, Stephen has to think it's his idea, and then I back away slowly, and then get the hell out of there.
100%. Yeah. Diana's a mastermind also. She's a good witch.
She's a good witch.
She's a good
I like
witch.
That. She has good witch energy. Yeah.
Well, also in this week's episode, we see Stephen anonymously sent those freshman year photos of Diana to her parents. And I wanted to know if you have ever faced like online harassment or backlash. I'm a master of that. Like, I get it all the time.
Well, and I guess, yeah, through work and through having a career where you have to be public facing to a point, I feel like you do get a certain amount of that. And in the band, we've spoken a certain amount about that. But I think what's great about talking about it in the show is that happens to people all the time. It doesn't, like, Lucy's not fronting a band. Lucy's not, like, on TV. Well, she's in our minds, she's on TV. But not, you know, and it's like that happens to people all the time. And I think especially the time period, like, I was at college at the same era that the show is set at.
Wait,
and
how old are you?
38.
I'm 37, so I've been saying this too. I'm like, this was my college time.
Yes, I think that's why it gets me.
Yes.
Because that specific 2007, 2008, that's why the soundtrack really works for me. So I remember being at house parties when these songs were on and things like that.
Yes.
But it was kind of that moment where we'd had social media for a bit, but I don't think we really knew what we were doing or what it was or where we would
We
end
were
up
just
now.
uploading albums from the night
Hundreds
before.
of photos, hundreds of unvetted, just endless sweaty photos.
We
But I
didn't
can't-
ask, like, hey, are you okay with this one? No.
But in a way, I kind of miss that era.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wish I'd saved all of those of like the red-eyed photos from
Yes.
like when you were out in the club or you were at house parties or at shows. And I think there was a purity or an innocence to how we approached the internet
I
at
know.
that point. And now I'm like, oh, we know too much.
I know
we know too much.
we could never have fathomed, we could never have guessed what social media was going to turn into.
Yes, but there's and that specific time period and that specific age, I feel like some very upsetting things were happening on Facebook. Like I remember being in a relationship with somebody on Facebook where you could put the names together and then seeing that they had listed themselves as single, and I was because it was like, Lauren's the relationship status has changed, and I was like, has it? I don't think I did that. And then I looked and I was like, oh, and that was life ruined.
Wait,
And now I couldn't really give two craps, but
I
at
had
the
an
time-
experience like that. My first boyfriend in LA, we were in a
it's even worse.
relationship, and my stepmom at the time, she went and stalked him. She's like, it says he's in an open relationship. News to me.
He told
that
on
was news
himself
to
there.
me. That was like my first Steven that I had. I consistently dated Stevens throughout my 20s. I think that's why I'm so tough. It built character.
Maybe, well, and I feel like that's what makes the show so relatable. I think like so many female friends I have, when we talk about the show, everyone talks about their specific brand of Stephen that they. So that's why I feel like I can't. Yeah, during last season, I feel like people online were getting really mad at Lucy, and I was like, I understand why she's doing it.
Oh, it gets,
though.
like, so much
We
worse.
don't love what she's up to, but it's not her fault. But I don't know.
It is and it's not.
And
But
it's
she has good
tricky.
intentions for
And
the
then
most
it
part.
just, God bless her, she can't seem to land anything.
I know, she can't figure it out. What advice would you give Lucy if you, like, at this moment in time?
Ooh. I think it's hard to tell. I feel like in the 2008-ish time period, some of those things are just lessons you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to make all these mistakes, and hopefully at some point you will have reached your rock bottom and say enough is enough. I don't actually want to do that anymore. I don't want my life to be like that. But I think it's very confusing when you're that age, and especially with a personality like that, like the manipulation of that and the kind of hot and cold and the love bomb and they take it away, like that's very confusing and can be quite addictive, I think, because then when you do get the attention and the love and this feeling of security, it feels so much better because you've not had it. And
For sure.
I'm like, that's incredibly emotionally manipulative. So I understand. I was like, you're just going to have to do some stuff. But in the present day, or in the
Okay.
present moment,
The wedding?
yes.
Yeah, what
in that
advice
era,
would
I'm
you
like,
give her?
It's time to stop, man. It's time to stop. It's time to run. You're not going to win. Even when you think you're going to win this, you're never going to win.
Well, how do you think this season is going to end? In your just wildest dreams, wildest imagination, how do you think this season is going to end? Not how do you want it to end?
Oh, I was about to be like, well, in a fantasy scenario, everybody goes and gets therapy, drinks lots of water. No. Well, I'm excited for more of the rollout of the Bree Wrigley storyline. Just because I want to know what happens. And then another universe, I can see, I was like, this makes a lot of sense.
No,
in
it
another
makes the
universe,
most amount
but
of sense
this
to
is
me.
messy as all hell.
It's so messy, but it feels so right. Like I ship Wrigley and Bree so hard that it's then making me resent Evan, and Evan was one of my favorite characters. I'm like, how did this happen?
You're like, poor Evan, and yet...
I know. But I, like, the second that they kissed Wrigley and Bree, I was like,
Suddenly everything made sense to you.
did this, this show should be about them.
And he did, as much as I do love Evan, I'm like, well, you did tell a long-term lie
That's true.
to your missus. But now we know that she's got some fibs, so I don't... My main concern at the end of season 2 was how has Stephen moved this voice memo recording from device to device. And I was like, that's a real,
No, that
some
is
serious long game planning to be that
100%
dark and evil.
like literal serial killer shit. He had to put it in some sort of like hard drive, eventually move it up to the cloud. Whatever the cloud is, I'll never know. Like, he had to do a lot to keep that voice memo.
It was real Patrick Bateman stuff, and that's why he's so good,
Yeah.
because keeps us guessing. I
God, he
guess.
sucks so bad. Can you tell me about the fact that you have 2 songs on the show? And one of them's The Wedding is...
One of them is in The Wedding, yes. I was very excited because I love the show anyway, and when we got the ask to do it, and then realizing what scene the Addicted to Love cover was for, I was like, oh!
Yeah.
I was like, I know what we should do. I know what to do. And I think it helped having a creepy fan in the band, because I was like, okay, guys, here's what happened in the previous 2 seasons. Let me tell you. And then, yeah, because both the guys in the band have composed for film and TV and stuff before, so I think that helped us kind of. I was like, we need to get the flow of the scene
Yeah.
to work with what's happening, but it should feel like foreboding and stressful. Don't make it too nice and wedding-y. We have to keep it quite ominous.
Oh, see,
So-
like, as a super fan, you brought the love.
Well, so I know how important this scene is.
The
And I'm very
TLC.
conscious that I don't want to make a mess of it for everybody. So I was like, we have to do a good job. So
Yeah.
no, we're really excited to get to do it. And I love the soundtrack of the show generally, because I feel like it really helps show what time period we're in. And, you know, those moments of nostalgia where you're like, oh yeah, I remember being at college and MGMT and Postal Service and all those kinds of things. And it feels very
Postal
fitting.
Service. Yeah.
Feels very fitting to me.
Well, then I know you must have, you definitely paid attention to all the music over the last couple seasons. What do you think was like the perfect moment where like the soundtrack like really just like made the scene?
Ooh, I mean, all the party music, I think they really nail the specific time period that's tied to. And even though you're not going to like this as a Brie Wrigley truther, but I did find it quite touching that I Will Follow You Into the Dark by Death Cab played when Brie and Evan kiss. I thought that was cute. But now you're like, I'm over that. I'm
Yeah.
over them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like maybe it's also because that's formative music for me, but any Death Cab sync is lovely to me.
Thank you so much for being here. This
No,
was
thank you for having
so
me.
fun. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you this week. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for next week's episode of Hulu's Tell Me Lies official podcast. And don't forget to share, follow, and subscribe wherever you like to listen. Watch and listen to Tell Me Lies official podcast, available on Hulu and wherever you get your podcasts. And don't miss Tell Me Lies, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.